it? Okay. So let's continue with this networks. Now we spoke about data, we spoke about communications, we spoke about data communications. Then we spoke about direction of data flow, which was simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. Now let's talk about networks. Okay. Network, can you see the small little diagram that I have pasted here? This is nothing but a network of computers. Now you might be having your own network of friends, right? Your class in itself is a network. So network is nothing but set of devices which are connected, okay, to each other, and the connection is with the help of links. See, when there are devices that are connected, we usually call them as nodes, okay, NODES, nodes. And these nodes are connected with the help of communication links. These links could be wired communication or wireless communication, anything, okay, wired links or wireless links. Then now when I told you that a network is nothing but set of devices which are connected by communication links, these devices we term it as nodes. A node could be a computer, it could be a printer, it could be any device, okay. It could be you and me also, because we have network of human beings, right? But when we are talking about network of devices, these nodes could be a computer, printer, any device, all right. Now there's something called as distributed processing, which is generally used in networks. Uh, Distributed processing means instead of putting the entire load on one computer, one machine, what we do is we divide the processing amongst various, or maybe the various tasks among various computers in the network. So suppose if the the addition is done by one processor, then the other processing is done by the other processor, saving is done in some other machine. This is known as distributed processing, where the task is divided among multiple computers in the network, okay. That is known as distributed processing. I hope you all understood what is distributed processing. So networks generally use distributed processing, okay, they are in connection, right? Now in your college, in our college, we have computers which are connected in LAN, right? We have a local area network connection, all right. Now there are three network criteria. I think I'll better repeat for people who have joined in. All right, so networks, I'll just repeat fatafat se, okay. Network is nothing but a set of devices which are connected by communication links. These devices are known as nodes, and these devices could be computers, it could be any device, okay. The communication links could be wired communication or wireless communication. Generally in networks, the computers use distributed processing. Distributed processing is nothing but the tasks are divided among multiple computers, okay. Instead of putting the entire load on one machine, the task is divided among multiple computers. That is distributed processing, very simple. Now there are three network criteria which is mentioned here. First is performance, second is reliability, and third is security. Now in performance, they have something called as transit time and response time. Now transit time means the travel time, okay. Transit in itself is what? Travel. So the time it takes for the message to reach the receiver, from the sender to the receiver, that's the transit time. So performance is measured on these two criteria. One is the transit time and the other is the response time. Transit time means the time it takes for a message to travel from the sender to the receiver, that is the transit time. Next is the response time. Response time means the elapsed time between you fire a query and you get a response. So that's the response time. You all must have learned about turnaround time and response time in operating systems. So response time is nothing but I have given a question to a computer, and the time it takes for the computer to get that question, process it, and give me the answer, the elapsed time is known as the response time. It generates the response, okay. The time it takes for the computer to generate the response, all right. Next is Reliability. Now in reliability means what is the frequency of failure? Is that network, I mean, is it so that the network fails always or very frequently? If it fails, then what are is makeup charges, or what, how fast, how quickly it comes back to normalcy? That is reliability. Okay, that's the network reliability. Yeah, which means what is the frequency of failure, how often it fails, how quickly it comes back to its uh, normalcy. And third is what is its robustness in catastrophe. That is something which is given in your text, so I'm repeating it here. Robustness in catastrophe means uh, what is the condition. Robustness means how strong is the condition of the network in catastrophe. Catastrophe means in the state of destruction, when the network crashes. Crash hone ke baad mein, when it stands up again, when the network is up and running, how strong it is, that is reliability. Okay, so reliability is nothing but it's all about failure, and then how it comes back, how the network stands back or comes back up and running, that is reliability. Then third is security. Security means you have, how is the data protected from unauthorized access? Data leakage, hacking, cracking, phishing, a lot of things are happening on network. So how secured is your network? That is security. So data protection from unauthorized access. Unauthorized access means people who are purposely trying to enter into your system, to manipulate your data or use it for their personal benefit, all those things. That is unauthorized access. So these, so clear the three network criteria, this which is performance, reliability, and security. Okay, can we have a quick yes or no if it's understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Okay, then next we come to physical structures. Means here we are going to talk about two types of connection. One is point to point connection and the other is multi point or multi drop connection. First, let's have a look at point to point connection. Now in point to point connection, what happens is there is a dedicated link between two devices. Okay, between two devices. I'll show you just, can you see the file here on the right hand side? This is a point to point connection. Why? Because, sorry, so point to point connection means there is a dedicated channel between the two devices. There are two devices and there is only one wire which is connecting those two devices. And the data between, see, can you see line number 1 in the GIF? Line number 1 will carry data from these two machines only, जिसको वो connect कर रहा है. Okay, no other machine can transmit on this line. That is point to point connection, a dedicated channel for only those two machines. So there is only going to be a single transmitter and a single receiver. Is that understood? Point to point connection. Is that understood? Point to point
Yes.
connection. There is only one
Yes,
link,
ma'am.
one dedicated channel between two devices. The entire capacity of this channel is utilized by these two devices only. Okay, so there is only one transmitter and one receiver for a particular channel. So if you see link number 2, in link number 2 has one receiver and one sender. Okay, one transmitter, one receiver, and the entire capacity of this link, when I say capacity of the link, matlab the bandwidth of that wire, of that channel, is utilized by these two devices only. No other machines can transmit on this line. That is that is what you mean by a dedicated channel. This link is dedicated only for me. All right, no other can use it. Nobody else can use the same link. Okay, That's point-to-point connection. Multi-point connection means there is one link and there are multiple devices which are connected to that link. As you can see in the diagram on the left hand side, mainframe, there's one link which is going from mainframe, and there are various workstations which are attached to that one link. Can you see that? Yeah. So workstation 1, 2 and 3 can use the capacity of that channel. All the three can use the capacity of that channel. It is shared. Okay, it is shared. Now when you see the right side image, can you see the right hand side image? There is one telephone line. All right, there are telephone line and multiple modems which are connected. These modems are connected to various offices. So one line is utilized by so many modems. This is multi-point connection. Okay, multi-point connection. Is that understood, everyone? Point-to-point and
Yes,
multi-point
ma'am.
Yes,
connection.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, one second. Yeah. See, multi-point, more than two specific devices share a single link, multiple recipients of single transmission. So if the mainframe is sending data, it sends the data to multiple devices, to all the workstations. So multiple devices को वो message मिल रहा है, correct? In multi-point, the capacity of the channel is shared either specially or temporarily. What do you mean? There are still people who are waiting to join in. Okay. All right. Now, when the link is used simultaneously, it is known as specially shared channel. And when the machines are taking turns, that time it becomes time share connection. So that means 4 seconds will be utilized by first machine. Another 4 seconds will be utilized by the second machine. Another 4 seconds will be utilized by the third machine. This is known as time share. 4 seconds, pura channel capacity tera hai. Another 4 seconds, pura channel capacity second computer का है. Another 4 seconds पूरा channel capacity third computer का. That is time share. But when it is simultaneous, that means that capacity is divided among so many computers. Okay, so in that case the bandwidth is divided. In this time share, the time is divided in multi-point. So if the wire capacity is, let's say, 4 bandwidth unit, 4 unit ka bandwidth of that wire, and there are 4 machines attached to one particular link. So one bandwidth will be given to each machine. That will be known as specially shared. Okay. If I am dividing
Yes.
it with the help of, time-based division is there, then it is known as time share connection, wherein the entire bandwidth of 4 unit will be given to one machine for a particular time interval. Let's say 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So for 10 seconds, the entire bandwidth is for machine number 1. For another 10 seconds, the entire bandwidth is for machine number 2. That is time share connection. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I think I wanted to teach you all only this much for today because, yeah, these are the diagrams. Yeah, physical topology I will start tomorrow. Okay? So this is what I wanted to teach you all today. Yeah. So I just hope that you all have understood everything that was being taught today. First, we started with what do you mean by communication. Then we did what was data. Then we understood what is data communication. Then we understood the direction of data flow. What were the 3 direction of data flow?
half duplex,
Yes.
half duplex, duplex, and full
Simplex,
duplex.
duplex,
Yes.
full duplex,
Simplex, half duplex, and
duplex,
Half
and
and
full
full,
duplex or
full
duplex.
duplex.
Yes, these are the three direction of data flow. Then we saw what is a network. Then we saw distributed processing. Then we saw the three network criteria. What were the three network criteria?
Performance,
Reliability and security.
reliability and security.
Performance, reliability, and security.
Security.
Then we saw types of connection. First was point-to-point connection, and the other was multi-point
Multi-point
connection
connection.
or multi-drop connection. There are two names:
multi-row connection.
multi-point or multi-drop connection.
Multi-drop.
Yes. Simplex, what is the mode of how the data flows in simplex?
One direction, one-way
Only one
In
communication.
one direction from sender to the receiver. Half
Receiver.
duplex,
One
At a time,
First
only
one,
one direction.
at a time
At a
only
time,
one
one.
direction.
one at a time,
Direction.
one at a time.
Yes. And full duplex,
Both way
Both at a time.
Both
They
way
can
communication.
both way
sending
communication.
and
Mobile
receiving at the
communication.
same time. That is full duplex. Cool. So that means you have understood. Great. Performance criteria, what was it?
Transit time.
Yes, transit time and response time. Very good. Yes, transit time is time it takes for the message to travel from the sender to the
Reach the
receiver.
receiver.
Yes,
And
travel time.
response time is
Response time.
The
Time to
time
take
taken by the processor to response.
yes, the time it takes for the
Time to take
computer to take the query and generate a response. That is response time.
Response time.
Response time.
Reliability was all about
Network frequency.
So about the failure,
Frequency of
frequency
failure.
of
Frequency
failure.
of failure.
Reliability
failure.
was frequency of failure.
Failure.
How frequency matlab kya? How many times? That is frequency, number of times. So what is the frequency of failure of this network? How robust it is? Robust means how strong it is? What is its condition? How quickly it gets on its feet again, up and running? That is reliability. And then security,
Data protection
Data
from
protection.
data
unauthorized
protection from
From
unauthorized access.
unauthorized
access.
Yes,
Data secure.
yes. What is point-to-point connection?
Link between two devices. Link
Sorry?
between two devices, but at a
one
one
channel.
time, the message.
Time.
One channel.
There is
Between two
there is
devices,
one
but
link,
only linked by a single.
between two devices.
but yeah, y'all are missing one very important word.
One dedicated
Dedicated
channel into
connection.
two devices.
Dedicated connection.
Dedicated connection. There is
Dedicated.
there is one
Dedicated
sender and one
means
receiver.
dedicated का मतलब क्या है पता है ना? Dedicated means no one else can share. It's for me.
Share yes.
It's only for me. So there is only one sender and one receiver, one transmitter and one receiver. And there is one link, one channel which is utilized by these both devices. That channel को और कोई use नहीं कर सकता. That is point to point. Multi-point is one link is
Shared.
Link is
share.
Shared
Share
by
of
Share multiple
various
devices.
devices.
More than two.
Multiple
And then
devices.
there are two
More than
varieties.
two devices.
Correct.
Yes.
There are two variations in multi-point. What are those two variations?
One was time sharing.
Multi
Time shared.
time sharing.
Yes, specially and time share.
Time sharing.
In specially, what happens is the bandwidth is divided, and in time share, time is allocated to
Time
various
is
machines,
divided.
right? That is time share.
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Then you all have understood, and
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.